Disclaimer. Content is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Trading involves substantial risk. Trade only with money you can afford to lose. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Viewers are responsible for their own trading decisions. No guarantees of success or profitability. Okay, it is Tuesday the 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Nice holiday. I think that's their Independence Day in Mexico. Or is it? I don't know. But it's Cinco de Mayo today. We also have other news, which is ISM Services PMI and Joel's job openings at 7. So those are red folders and should be doing about the same as the previous forecast. So not expecting too much of a change. We go for currency. So the ISM Institute for Supply Management, industry expansion or contraction. Missed a little bit most recent April. So industry still in expansion numbers, not quite as much of an expansion as before. And Joel's job openings is number of job openings during the reported month, excluding the farming industry. Actual was greater than forecast. So actual was about the same as forecast. Job openings, I think that's a good one too. People making more money. Okay, so the charts, we got a nice push to the upside. I'm excited to trade today. I made it break even yesterday. After yesterday, I kind of was on tilt and just there was a couple trades that went against me and felt tilt after that, so it wasn't trading too well, but was reading the markets well, I think, yesterday, except for didn't expect there to be such a quick short selling opportunity after this buying higher lows. So I'm starting to consider that these moves can happen multiple times a day. You can get a couple of big moves. You can get a buy higher low, and you can also get a big short, especially at these highs. That's where we're getting repricing to the upside. We're finding higher lows, but we are also pulling back substantially. So we could pull back pretty far this morning. We could be a sharp sell-off again to like 800, 750, as low as 650. If this break at 2800 is really a disagreement here, I think more of a hold above 800, above 775, 27,775. So this could drop before it. I mean, so we got a target to 27.75, just below 8 from 28. So that's a 200-point move, or we get a nice hold off of 900, 950. We climb our way back up, take some steps up off of like 950, or we get a break at 950, a break at 900, then consider shorting off of below 900. If we get a nice hold below 900, we can get a break and retest to the downside, or we can get initial move off momentum off 900. If this area doesn't validate and we short, we found a high, we found a double top here, a lower high, we're pressing down off of 28,000. Did find a high at 28. Which one is this one? 27,996, 2806. So all-time high is 2806. And then this one was 28.05. This could be a new auction. This is a 250 point move to the upside overnight. Found a nice slight crawl to the upside and a complete move to the downside. Might need to accumulate before we get a move to the downside. So accumulating shorts up here maybe. We'll see how that looks like on the pattern. We got 10 minutes to open. I think I'm kind of prepped. We got the levels up. Break 28,000. Break all-time highs this morning. Holding above 27,970. Yesterday's high. Could find a high before we find a low. Higher high today. We just did that this morning. Break at 28,000. Break yesterday's high. So leaning towards a potential short selling opportunity up here. It could be below 28. It could be below 27,950. Might be a break of this recent 27,970. If we get weakness in this area before open. Is there any news? Talking about the war. I think there's like renewed tensions. Not sure. I read that headline. There's renewed tensions. And let's look. Okay, how's just the news in general this morning? U.S. stock futures indicated a positive opening on May 5th as investors attempted to move past recent losses triggered by tensions in the Middle East. Contracts for the NASDAQ 100 S&P 500 showed gains as markets reacted to a solid batch of first quarter earnings and a slight retreat in crude oil prices. Could be buying up here. Stronger earnings. NASDAQ's artificial intelligence rally has more room to run. Micro situations collapsing. Stock market still defiant. 84% of S&P 500 companies have beaten earnings estimates this quarter. Whoa. And these two words keep going. Two words keep coming up. Good morning. S&P executives are still choosing their words correctly. Ooh, I got paid to read. Fortune. Intel Core went up to 95. I saw one that was 30 something, and I was really interested in too. So it would have been paid off 3 times, and it was only like 32. So definitely after this, this before big talk AI. Like everybody was still messing with AI, but not quite this big of a exposure these days, and got a huge 300% increase since I've seen it. Months ago, must have been more than a year ago, about a year. Nokia moving up. Palantir, I remember seeing Palantir to like 12, along with this other space company, like Rocket or something. Peloton, Rumble. News that affects MNQ. This Middle East tensions. Oil markets are stabilizing, triggered by renewed conflict between the U.S. and Iran. Oil prices have eased slightly from recent highs, which is providing relief to equity futures. Earnings momentum. The NASDAQ 100 futures are leading major indexes due to continued strength in technology earnings. Anheuser-Busch, PayPal, both report to market beats, while advanced market devices is scheduled to report after today's close. ISM services and jewel shop.
I made an extra lavash bread. It's on foil.
Okay, thank you. What am I doing here? That's cool. That's hella early for lavash. Economic data, those are hella good though. Just veggies, tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, hummus, feta cheese on lavash bread. It's like a vegetarian burrito, like the best vegetarian burrito in the world. It feels like I'm like eating water. If water had like a good taste, was a food. Just put that together. It's pretty bomb. It's pretty healthy too. Trading levels, NASDAQ trading 160 points higher than pre-market resistance, 28,150, support 27,665. I think I'm ready. I'm just waiting for open. We got 4 minutes. So we just want to see if this holds above 70 or below 80, then we get initial direction. So if we're buying up here and then we wait for a break and retest at 2,800, and or potentially be part of price discovery, break above. Yeah, let's get to these charts and just clarify our positions. Going live here. Quick sells or buying highs this morning. We'll see. Okay, 27.8. Relief up to 27,990. Bit of a downwards pressure off 990. A lot of action around 90. 74, a lot of action. We're in an uptrend though. May want to stay above 950 potentially. This here break above, you get that. We're getting a move off of 75. Breaking 28,000. So we're in on a break and retest at 28,000, or we are selling below 75 price discovery into a good support around 900, 950. We'll see how this reacts around 28,000. Gonna break at 25. If we get more upwards or downwards pressure, might be sell off at these highs in exchange to quick shorts at one point. Bit of a hold up, accumulation. Could be shorts, but we are, looks like it's a nice green day. Posted yesterday. Got 1 minute to open. 15% long. Break these highs. Okay, let's have a good trading day. Let's be focused. Let's stick to our plans here. We got 28 break. We got shorting off open or near open after an accumulation, or off open. Immediate drop to like 27,650 as low as 750, maybe around 775. Like soft land around 775. We'll see how much momentum we get to the downside here. So we could target 8 or 9 with a break of 50. Get this break 75, target 50. Getting a hold here. Upwards pressure. Also buying these highs. Upwards price discovery. Break 8. We got accumulation. We got market orders here coming in to the upside. Break 8. No reason to short. We're finding price up here.
Order filled.
Gonna take profit quick. Price discovery. Holds at 15. Hold at 10. This is completely traced that. Maybe hold off 28,000. Found a good price of 28.15. Could be selling into these highs here. Could break 28. And I'm in too late. We got downwards pressure off open.
Stop filled. Order filled.
I guess we're in price discovery right now.
Order filled. Order filled.
I'm in 3. Could be choppy below 28. It's not bearish off open. Could be choppy between 28 and lower. About to find a good entry here. Could slip up to 28.12 off accumulation. If we keep this below 28,000 here, some downwards pressure, break at 28.9, 83. Want to see a break at 970. Want to see a break at 70. We're trading down to 50. Got upwards relief here. It looks like an accumulation to the upside. Break at higher highs. We need to establish this direction first. It could be accumulating shorts, so it's either accumulating longs up here. Want to see break at 70 or 8,000 or 28,000. Collecting around 90. Liquidity around 90. 8,000. I don't know why I'm just hopping into trades this morning. I think I just want to be part of something. We get a sweep of these highs, or we get downwards pressure off 8,000. Or triple top. Not as high as 20. I'm in 3 cons. Maybe I wasn't as prepared as I thought I was. Just clicking the button the first couple plays quickly got me in the red, but it's not a good strategy here. Price discovery. We get upwards pressure, sweeps and breaks, highs and lows. I need this to stay below 20. It's gonna sweep me out, but
Stop filled.
we are getting upwards. We're gonna find a safe place to land off a break at 28. Or we are getting our climb before we get our break below. So prices go to the upside. Had a significant hold off at 28, and we gotta press up above again. Selling into strength, a little bit of trap here, trap buyers. And trap sellers up here. So feeling some sort of short sell, a little bit off of 8 and 15. We are seeing a break above 27, 30. Would I be in this trade? Price discovery to the upside. Who knows how high this can go? It's a bit extended, bit overbought. We're still getting upwards pressure. You're seeing a break of highs, you're gonna want to go against that. Break all-time highs, 28.30. Could be in this off of 28. Want to see a retest of this 28 accumulation. Potential accumulation this morning. We got news at 7. I'm down hella fast. This doesn't count. I don't think those first couple of trades counted. I was in 3 contracts. It's almost like I need demo to mean something, because this is when I take the good trades. So if I only take good trades demoing, then I'll be prepared for live, but I'm still taking stupid trades that I don't count. Like, I wouldn't be a part of that. I'd be too unsure. Want to see a definitive move around 28 and above. Trading around 30. Want to see a bit of a pullback. 28,000. I don't know. I'm bearish right now. A bit of uncertainty to the upside though. At all-time highs. 750 to 28, so that's a 250 point move, almost a 300 point move overnight. So once we get to like 28.50, then maybe see some downwards pressure and could fade that, or wait until we get a reaccumulation up here around 28.50, 28.1. I haven't seen the price this high, so what is a break of all-time highs, finding new prices to the upside off like lighter volume. Break all-time highs, so how high can this go? We're breaking 28.50. Might have found a high here. Kind of got to dig ourselves out of hole this morning. So I don't know if the bigger picture would be shorting off of these highs into support and shorts down to 8 or 9. We've seen a break of 50, still climbing. I don't know what price would be as high at either. It's a matter of 28.50, 28.1. This feels like it could be as high as that too. Steady climb. Finding prices between 28 and above. So it could climb pretty high. To 100, 300, 200, 300 points. 28.3. Haven't seen a bullish move off open like that in a while. Oh no, maybe Friday morning was a crazy move. Don't know if I was a part of that though. Friday was a break of highs. This morning was a break of highs from 950. Broke 28. 28.50, bit of a downwards pressure here off of 28.60, sell off. Sell off at 28.60, populating 28.50, 28.35, 40, 30. If we get as low as 28.20. Could be mean reversion in play. We getting upwards pressure off 35. Let me just not count the first 2 plays and I'm break even. So what trade would I be in right now? Off of these highs, 28.60, bearish, mean reversion play, couple points, quick targets, 25 points maybe. To the downside off 50 to 25. Break below, short inducing up here. Slips for accumulation up to 25. So this might be accumulating if it has a lower high here. Around 50, accumulating to 50 for Sell off at 50. Lighter volume to the upside. Around the same volume, we got the good trusting participants of this upwards move. A bit of a build off of 50. See if it's safe enough for a bigger move to the upside. Hold it 28.50. I need to come in with a better plan. 28, new breakup, support into resistance. Again, finding new highs. Prices got read to the upside. Like I haven't seen that before. Like a measured move they would have would be to like testing strength of 50 to 100, 150 to 2. So does this have the capability to go as high as 1 before it comes back down? Or are they gonna reprice it here at 50 and lower? Or is it gonna be higher? It looks like it's building off of 60. And saw a break a high, 63, 62.50. Saw a break highs, break into 70. You can populate the 70 area too. Find this is price discovery to 100.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Let's keep this as a 1-to-1. Maybe hold just below 80. Could be a fake out, a bad entry. Stop before this low. It's a lot of orders at 850. Taking profit at 75. Could sell as high as 800. 28, 100. I mean, complete this 100 move. Maybe they think that's possible too, or this could be too high, or they're accumulating still. 70 and FEG off of that. Just already filled it off 65 and come to the lowest 50 again. See if we get a good climb off of 65 and above. Buying new highs here, just below 50, 50 to 75, taking profit. Another accumulation around 70, 60. Gonna populate this 63 area. I'll stop below 50. Targeting a 1-to-1. The break 100, potentially off 65. Looks like there's some upwards pressure here. Hold off of 60. Still looks bullish. Lightening up on the longs here. Adding a 60 maybe. Nice hold off of 60. Could decrease risk up to 60 if we do get a break above 80 here. Could sell for higher and higher prices. We're at 28.70. Saw a break of highs. Still price discovery to the upside, selling into strength. So a lot of accumulation overnight. Potentially see I'll break at this 80 here. I see a break of 100. We're at 90. Gonna create an FEG off of 75. $28,120. It's below that. So consolidation around 100. Push as high as 120. Get more selling at these highs. We're probably gonna run out of supply soon. Have to support some correction. FEG off 75. We're getting a break above 90. Agreements above 90. 90 to 100. Probably gonna be a lot of taking profit around 100. Just below 100. Seeing a break above as high as this R2 here. Seeing a little bit of selling going on around 100 heavy here. Could just close around 28.1. Want to see a break of this. Bit of a relief here. Could still break it from 1 to higher, or we could get a relief off of 28.1 to the downside before we get upwards.
Order filled.
Selling below 28,100. Decent trade. Dug a little bit. Took some profit. Bought this high. So here from 75 to just below 100, around 25 points. So this is a good initial play. We're getting some downward pressure off of 100, creating a doji on the 5. That's a crazy green candle today. Break it yesterday, break all-time highs off of 950. Could revert all the way back to 8. Again with downwards pressure off of 8 on the 5. Could short from here.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Being a little risky on demo this morning. I think it's gonna hold below 28,100 with momentum. More selling around 80. Populating this 90 area. Might be too soon. Gonna break above 28,100. Well, I'm guessing. Nice relief to the upside. That's a 400-point move overnight. So from yesterday's close, it's been holding. Getting a doji on the 5-minute. Want to see a nice hold off of this 80 area to the downside. We'll break 70. 28,100 is like super high prices. But they're holding 75. If I call this 28,100 and lower, we get a break to the downside to 50, potentially take profit around 50, 26. Getting that downwards hold but move below 75. Feeling like shorts, or you could be populating these shorts here. Whoa. Sweat.
Stop filled.
Yep, maybe as high as 125, 28, 125. Still bullish. Had a 5-minute hold last time. Last 5, this 5 shot above. Populating this 100 area, sweeping this high. I think it's for a potential retracement a little bit. Could be down to 28.1, 28 flat. $28 flat or lower, like 7 or 8. Maybe around 9. 28.9 or 28.1. Looking for a secondary leg to 2. This breaks above 100. Break above 100. We'll just be in this bullish move off open. 2800. And I would have sold like a 28.1 thing. I think we did call a bullish move off open. I'll have to check that. Maybe consolidation or selling short. I think I was considering a grind, buying higher lows here. I didn't expect this rally off open. But maybe I thought entries off of 2800 to the upside. And I should have just bought and held this break. Maybe somewhere around 28.20. But I got in here, 28.15. Got stopped out. Found the low, supported this pre-market low here, 27.970. Started selling higher and higher for 100 points. See if the operator still wants to sell to the upside. We got a lot of orders around here if they're gonna be buying these lows or supporting this upwards move. It's been about 22 minutes. Horrible opening for me. That was one bad trade, and then I don't even actually know what trades I took. It's only been 20 minutes. Got stopped out here, went short, got stopped out here. Played myself here. First initial, dug a hole. Good job, would have seen a break above here. And then went long from here. Off 20, 28.20. I think I waited and it was just playing stupid for a while up here. Still pulled back and then sold up here. And I went short from here. I wouldn't have took a short from here. Probably take a short from here. More congestion to like 70. But we are in a trend to the upside. Just don't know how much higher they can support these lows. A bit aggressive push to the upside. Might be slowing down here around 28.100. Could be finding accumulation above 60 and supporting this break above 100 or 2 maybe. Second leg with 21, 22, or we're getting downwards pressure again to the downside. I want to see a break at the 70. Created FG off of 90, supporting this downwards move off of 90. Break below at 72. Saw a break below.
Order filled.
This could be our play of the day short. Would I be in this? I saw a break. I'd be interested around 75, a retest. Maybe retest a 90 and slip back to the upside. Hitting shoulders. Triple top, supporting 75 and lower. With a quicker move, potentially. Or you got a big support at 75, giving this guy a chance to step in at 75 to the upside. Might be a little battle here. So breaking this trend. We got an equal low, so it could be a demand at 75. Or they could be selling short off 75 or reprice off at 100. Decent move to the downside. We're getting the support off 75 first. Gonna accumulate for a while. Could stop us out as far as 100. Still playing strange demo plays here. Would I be a part of this to the downside? Saw a break. Accumulation on 75. Looks like they're inducing shorts. Double top here. Could be potential triple top before it goes lower. Could be consolidating selling up here. An exchange to shorts. So the last 5 was a hold. This 5 is playing within this range of that hold. Don't want to building a new demand that's off 75 to the upside. This stays below 100. We got a new supporter here to the upside. Other guys might potentially want to keep this above 100. Or I think that 100 might be too high. That might be need a little correction to 28 flat. Got a hold below 90, potential correction off 90 and lower. So a good indication of a bearish reversal up here. Gonna break at 90. Might be selling too high up here. Inducing shorts for a correction down to 20. Could be holding above 70. Uncertainty around 90 though. Maybe a lower high off of 28,100. We got a nice demand off of 75 to the breakup of the upside here for a second leg. Might be uncertainty for a while. Slipping above here. If we get a solid push to the downside off 100, big operator stepping in there. Nice relief to 100. I think I'm settling and just taking trades every morning and getting better, applying myself in better ways. I need to read the charts a little bit more before I give myself a little more time to acclimate to what the charts are doing, what the market's up to. Maybe start stream around 6 instead of 6:15. Get a good foundation of what I'm gonna do next. Enough time to figure that out in 30 minutes. So I'm gonna start streaming a little earlier. But it looks like we got to hold below 100 here. 28,100 might be too high. Want to see a break at this 75 level. More downwards pressure stepping in off 100, 110, 90. 7 o'clock volume. Totally forgot about that. We get downwards pressure, a bit stabilized at 75. This is good news. So I'll break below here. Just gonna hold for profit. Might be 7 o'clock volatility. Inducing shorts here. Modifying a good high here off of 28,100. This price discovery to the downside. And potentially want to be back bullish soon. Hold off at 60. Break and retest off at 75 potentially. Or we get a complete recovery to the upside. I think they're waiting for a break to the downside here to support downwards move. Seeing a hold off at 70. Dipping below 70, holds. Could be supporting the 75 and lower for a retest. Everybody's entering there. We don't want to go against the trend this morning. This is a bull flag potentially. Finding accumulation to the upside for a second leg. Once we get a hold below 75 here on this 3 minutes, we get another hold below 90. We got a relief above this high. Could be selling into strength. Exit here around 75 if it's possible. I guess we get a big operator stepping out, and this is our short. No higher than 28,100. Found an agreement around 28,100. It's just could slip above 100. There's a bit of a battle. I think it could go to 28.2. Something this should stay below 28.1. Bears off of that open, need a correction here. More downwards pressure off of 100. It's just gonna need to accumulate for longer for the upside move. We gotta finally get a break. Try to keep a price cap on this. Approaching these highs, like is 28,100 too high? I think so. I think it's proved it by holding here for a while. Or that could just mean they're accumulating, because it made a move from overnight to like a 400-point move to the upside. And I think I'm mimicking yesterday's steep drop to the downside. Could be consolidating up here, slipping around 28,100 until we get a definitive up or down off of 28.1. 28,100 is looking a bit bearish. Good slip. This is a pivot, break of 100, or hold below 100. Slip accumulating to the downside. More accumulation around 100. So it's up to you to start shorting up here. We got a downwards break of these lows. This could be a hold at 800 to the upside. Don't want to go against the trend, but it did. That would be a bit early to find. Bit of uncertainty to the upward downside from up here. Gonna be holding, supporting this new low. Or it could be too high. Um, 28,100, another third hold below. Not selling past 28,100. Selling into strength maybe. Maybe looking to sell into strength here. Getting a break to 90 below 100. It's red on the 5 here. Keep this below here. That's a crucial pivot to the downside. We got lots of green on the 1. Could be exchange and take a profit up here. 28,100. Could be a bit of a retracement. I don't see how this could go. This could go higher, definitively. It's just accumulating at 100. Seeing a slip above 100. 102. We're at 1% for the day. Let's get a substantial selling short here. But it's slowing down around 100 though. Uncertainty whether they support a new move to the upside or let this correct for a while. More of the head and shoulders here. Or a change in character after that head and shoulders with the support above 75. Support at 100, accumulation at 100. It looks like it's going to break to the upside. Might be out this trade. Can't wait to start prop firm. A little bit of money on the line. Some real risk. Better trades. Just 1 or 2 contracts. Catch the good plays of the day. And I'm out. Slowly stack in the beginning until I create a buffer. Take a payout. Reinvest to new accounts if I get comfortable with more than 1 account. This is all going to take a lot of time. I can't believe it hasn't even been 2 years. The end of this month, the 24th or the 26th, it'll be my 2-year since I've been trading. I probably put a good year of work into studying and reading. The other time was like sick and I couldn't focus too much, or I had no clue what I was doing, and I don't know, but getting some serious time behind the charts these days for the last month, so I'm just realizing how long a rep takes a trade. You need thousands and thousands of trades and to feel comfortable and gain confidence behind the charts when you're reading these patterns. What is the market going to do next at this point? Feels like they found a high. Considering accumulating this for a shorter move to the downside for a break below 2860. But it's a tight accumulation at 28,100 though. Really close to just breaking highs here. It looks like they're accumulating for the upside. but it could be downside too here. Hold below 100 or accumulating at 100 as low as 2860. We can get a break and slip above here. There's the less longs. It's gonna be slipping, and I found another. Seeing a break to the upside. Sounds longs from here. The last few minutes was just accumulating to the upside. Once we stop playing around 100 and then we get a definitive shorter here. That's a bit of a gamble this morning. Seeing a break below this recent range, this micro range below 90. Reducing shorts here off of 100, credit FEG 100. Accumulated a lot around 28,100, so when we get downward pressure here, inducing shorts, more accumulation, 80. That's a decent downwards move though. Hold off 28,100 for a while. Stopping longs, potentially inducing longs, but here this is a pretty definitive move to the downside off of 100. Could be a break below 60. Hold to 85. Can't wait to be really good at this. I'm just balling, making $1,000 trades, and in my Porsche or my Benz, the GLE, a little SUV, or maybe a G-Wagon, and then get crazy with it, like Ferraris and Lambos, a Urus. Motherfuckers get real expensive. So I'm dreaming like that. It's only been 2 years, but I gotta put the work in, and I started putting mad work in around this year. Beginning my second year, second to third, just settling my strategy and profitability, just getting used to taking the reps, spending more time behind the charts, getting comfortable with NASDAQ, seeing downwards pressure off of 28,100, read these auctions correctly, get better at identifying what the market is doing and is going to do next based on candlestick patterns, fundamentals, other confluences. So if we get that process and strategy down packed, then the money should just come, because I'm trading with the trend, the direction. I established my position with the bigger operators because they're looking to make a move from 2,800 to somewhere. It might be too high. Could be accumulating shorts to the downside, and me selling at these highs here. This all-time highs got a nice downwards move. So I'll break below, inducing shorts here. Could be cascade for the day. So that's a relief of this upside move. Could be the move of the day for some people, thinking as low as 2,800. Thinking as low as 28, 24, that's a good cascade. Unless we get a nice hold off of 65 here. That's for these longers here. I think they got the exchange packed up there. So we might have gotten direction right, just not sure how long this can consolidate for these sell-offs. Gonna hold around 55, 50, 48, broke below 50. Looking for another 25-point move to the downside. Wasn't quite overbought the entire time. Oversold. bit of all tall candles here. Getting the hold off of 50 again. Once you break below 50 to 200, 28 flat. Second leg. Free trade, gonna start trailing this. We can make it to 28 flat. Orders around 40, picking up on around 40. Want to see an outside candle. Decent hold here, around 40. I've seen a break above. Break and retest at 60. Didn't take profit soon enough. Relief of this downwards move. Not quite a demand here. Might get a break and retest from 50 to 28 flat. We get an accumulation at 50, maybe as high as 75. This retaps this FEG, or this recovers this downwards move. We're more bearish than bullish here, and it's accumulating around 50, 60. Slips to 50 and 60. Bit of a hold at 50. Hold off of 30. Hoping for a hold below 50 here. Might be a good demand level for them to step in. Or they keep shorts here, 5% long, keep shorting until this retest here, until it made its move. We just be on here, 80. Stop there, 60, slip to 70. Just completely recovers. Didn't know how to
Stop
play this
filled.
too well. That's a nice bullish recovery. I'm gonna take a break, come right back. Really unfocused. It feels like I've been unfocused all morning, though. I'm not sure why. I'll be right back. think we exited here. I forgot where we exited. Entered here, exited quickly. Oh, did not exit quick enough. We're getting a downwards move here off of 2880. Hold off of 2880. Looks like a bullish move here off of 2840, 2850. So demand can pick up here. Probably be good to target 28.1 and above. Selling into strength at these highs here. We get average around 100, less than that, 75 maybe. Pick up on some more for the upside. A lot of populating 150. Nice move to the upside. Strange choppy morning after that move. Should have realized it was gonna hold. Bearish off of 50 now. Finding new highs. Maybe another secondary move to like 2 before it comes back down. I feel like I don't know anything right now. 28.100. FEG off of 28.90. Any more data? Trading at VWAP, this upper band. A lot of accumulation in 28 or selling going around. 28.1. Lower highs here. Without a break at 28.1. A bit of a downwards pressure waiting for a break to the upside. Could be targeting like 28.127. Last accumulation for a break to the upside, selling into strength. Potentially want to take this break.
Order filled.
Maybe 1-to-1. Where I got played at these highs. You know, we're in a continuation. It looks like it could though. Discover a bit higher off of this high. Like this final accumulation recovery. Recovery at 90, 100. Or more accumulation above 100. It's gonna break above here. 127.
Order filled.
That's a nice trade. I like that trade. I just can't take so many losses initially. I don't know why I took so many losses in chop. I gotta avoid chop. How do you know you're in chop? Or it's a continuation. If the move's gotta be big enough. There's a lot of selling going on. There might be more selling, especially off NY Open. So they accumulate for a while, 30 minutes to an hour accumulation. About seeing a break of highs. This did have to consolidate the first 10-minute move. Yeah, that first move off 800 consolidated between 50 and 100 with another move to the upside, or 127 for all-time highs. Potentially to short back down to 28 flat though. That being the support, 28,000, 28,750. I think people are anticipating a big sharp move to the correction to the downside off of these highs. So it could be accumulating higher and higher for shorts, selling. Don't want to anticipate that too soon though, because don't know how all-time highs could play themselves out. How big these moves off of break highs are they usually? It's a 130-point move to the upside. If you've been holding, added around 50. Or exited around 50, capitulated at 50. So 123. Hold off of selling. 123. 20-point move to the upside. Holds at 123, 125. So this is a buying overnight, and I'm anticipating a big drop off a high, and I want to see what that looks like. It's been grindy for a little bit, but saw a break of that 100 accumulation, and now buying now goes to the upside and accumulation again. another selling algo around 28, 120. So this might be a choppy, rangy morning, or this could be a quick secondary move to the upside. Can't wait to be like the best at this. I don't know, it's gonna take years. That means there's gonna be years of live stream, and then but years of improvement too. And I'm excited to see how I trade then. What did I pick up? What did I learn along the way? Order flow, maybe indicators, system, like a systematic approach with a strategy and everything, where it just sees a break of a indicator and then places a trade on its own, like doing, you know what I mean, systematic planning of trades that way. I need more of need to identify what indicator would be best used to indicate a momentum move, a break of recent highs, a changing character, but quicker on the 15-second, the 5 and the hour. Where's my indication of a buy? Where's my indication of a sell? Where's my indication of a sell short? I think I need to write that stuff down. Okay, my buy would be an equal low. That would be an indication, an equal low with an impulsive candle, an accumulation zone, final accumulation. That seems to be more discretionary than systematic. Like, how do you, unless you just set alerts at levels and you wait till it gets to those levels and then watch price action then, instead of, where do they get their indicators for buy and sell? How do they create that? Interesting. So a nice move on the hour. We got a break above here. Secondary move of the day. Price discovery to the upside. We're at 120. You get a bit of confidence to the upside here. We got a break above 130. Choppy morning after a big move. Got stopped and chopped, but did continue. Was a 50-point struggle to the downside, or 50-point accumulation to the upside. Secondary leg, bit of a grind at first, and accumulation first, and then selling into strength here. And there's a reaccumulation for this break of 130. Since you want to be in this, 25 points to 150 maybe.
Order filled.
Inducing orders here. 730 selling into strength after an accumulation. They got to get their orders off. Maybe a continuation as high as 150. And can de-risk a little bit here, just beyond that FEG 111 for a quick 1-to-1 trade to the upside. Created FEG to the downside. Gonna be picking up on orders here around 120. Accumulating at 120 strong. Selling at 120 strong only. Created a whole FEG from 150 and above. Could retrace 150. Stops at 100, just below, maybe. You can support this high, 120. We target 200. We're up above 120, maybe target 180, 20 to 180. bit of upwards pressure. Don't want to go against this trend. Want to see a break of 130. Still looking long inducing on the 5 and the 1. Could be a big selling day. Correction tomorrow or later in the afternoon. I want to see a break of the 140. More accumulation till 2. So we did break all-time highs this morning. Can't wait to read this Mind Over Markets book. Really ingrain it. Try to understand what these older guys had a different system back then. I don't know if volume changes much or if the accumulation zones are adapt a little bit. Like accumulation in the whenever they wrote this book, however long ago, the market started before computers, and then during computers where we can place our orders a hell of a lot faster. How these charts compare to the charts before there were computers, and how buying and selling and the accumulation zones, you have to consider how many buyers in the market and whether they're accumulating at in the zones, and provide a bit of a room for slippage, for a deeper accumulation for a bigger move to the upside. The longer the accumulation, the bigger the move. They've been accumulating all morning. After our first initial move, they've been accumulating overnight for a while, selling it to strength this morning off of 28, finding highs here. I think they're gonna find another high discovery to 28,180 potentially. Want to see a break of this 28,130. More accumulation, selling at 28,120 could be a high here. And then I'm out for the day, done trading. Took too many stupid plays. But still remain bullish though. Looks like there's least resistance to all-time highs after this first initial support. It's creeping up a bit. It feels similar to yesterday. Could find a level off of 150 and it could just be shorting off of 130 quickly. Could get a quick move to the downside if we get too much pressure off of these highs. That was to break highs, and we did decisively have a lot of accumulation around 28 and lower. But now we're 100 points to the upside. Selling at 130. Could sell into strength even more. I want to see a break in 130 and above. But we're seeing a flat 130 though. And downwards pressure, not too much downwards pressure. We're seeing a break on 135. We're gonna move continuation to the upside. We're in at 130. We'll see. So it's because if you make mistakes on prop firms, then that does reflect your balance. Demo, nothing's reflecting a balance here. You're just paralleling how you would execute in real time. And that's a huge skill. That's foundational, regardless of if it's real money or not. But the process of learning what to look for and when to be a part of a trade is tricky every day, because you're adapting to what people could take decades of studying, and you're only adapting a couple years of experience with the same amount, with the same real money. We've seen a break below 113. Okay, so we're getting a bit of ready to short now up here.
Order filled. Order filled.
We're gonna target lows. 2,800. Got the last sweep to the upside. And this is our play of the day.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
What happened?
Order filled.
Taking a short. Early. Accumulation to the downside. Break 100 and lower to 28 flat. Take a profit 28.35. Do some shorts here on the 5. Can't tell on the 1 hour. Looking pretty heavy around 28.1. Nice push off for 131. There's gonna be a correction here, so it's just where is it gonna correct to? Is it gonna be break a trend? Is it gonna equal a low? See how low this can go. This would be a nice trade to be a part of. Seeing a nice steady climb, steady drop below 100. Big candles off of 125. Bit of a hold at 100 again. Short inducing on the 5 and the 15-second. I'm gonna learn so much about the markets. It's gonna be so cool. And investing and swing trading and options, futures, forex. There's still so much to learn. I feel confined to the NASDAQ right now. Something that takes time to learn is just basic chart patterns and types of movements after you see these patterns, and trying to lean into being more probabilistic to one side or the other and adapting my execution to what the chart is reading next, potentially. Bigger price targets, more of external to external if we're within a range, and getting good practice on trending, buying higher lows and mean reversions, and selling short opportunities and buying days and selling days, and what to do within each particular sentiment. So we're getting a bit of downward pressure off of 100. A lot of orders off of 100. We got our 2800 maybe. 28 flat. Off of this high. Don't want this to reverse on me. Could be buying a higher low here. It's been holding off of this for a while. Slipping back up to 105. It's a big buyer here supporting a low, potentially. Or relief around 100. Uncertainty to the up or downside. I'm calling a correction, but it hasn't. It's a substantial 5-minute move to the downside, but it could potentially easily recover to the upside, or we could get an accumulation to the downside from here, targeting 50. And like, what else can I know for better confluence? Picking up what indicators, picking up different strategies on reading the price action. This is staying around 100 and getting some buyer or seller here. And people either induced to short on the or support higher lows here at this point. So I think they're going to support a higher low, or do I think that this needs to be corrected deeper to like 28.50, 28 flat? I guess the market is, when it does trend, after an accumulation, I'm waiting for shorts to pick up somewhere, and it looked like at this high shorts picked up. I'm not sure. Maybe off of 110, finding better prices to the downside as high as 130. That'd be going against the trend of the day. It's a bit choppy this morning. Choppy, bearish sentiment. All-time highs. Break all-time highs in the morning. Choppy. Keep this in above potential second leg. Steady climbing 110, buying more and more here. As high as 130, keeping it below 110. Nice downwards candle there. Nice impulsive candle to the downside off of 110, 115. Holding below 100 maybe. Inducing shorts. Want to see a break at 90. Could de-risk. Want to see a break below 90. We're green around 90 till 70. Consolidation between 70 and 50 maybe. If we get a break at 80. Been trading for an hour 15. Market's been opening for an hour 15. Went through trend after an accumulation, exchange, then a push down off of 130. As low as 28 flat. 28.5. See if it smashes below 28.50. Goes lower than 28 flat, maybe. 28.1. 27.9. I don't know why I'm so bearish. I could be buying bullish for the day. Buying above 90 now. On the 5. It's been holding this 110. Create FEG off of 106. FEG off of 100. Want to see you break at 80 again. Lower highs, lower lows. Want to see what price does around 50. Holding around 95. Could be fighting a demand for the upside after these longs were trending all morning. Finding us exits around 100, 130 to the downside, 110 to the downside, 100 to the downside. Looking for a quicker correction to the downside after this accumulation or agreement around 90. Downwards pressure off of this completion of this upwards move. oversold, bought back a little bit, oversold a little bit, could be oversold for some time, off lower one to the downside, see break below 180, 2880, downwards pressure, this could be the trade of the day. We're holding this to the downside. When they say like psychology, like how your psychology has to be, like what do they mean? Like confidence, like a good guy, like what is your psychology really? You know? Like an ego, or like you're showing off something. Psychology, what do you mean, huh? Psychology has to be ready to take good trades. Maybe they mean something deeper, huh? Like a spiritual connection, like a deeper meaning behind why you do this stuff. Hold off a 90, FEG off a 90. Looks like a reversal of this low. We did see a break below and the accumulation to the downside, but a bit of a relief to the upside. Want to see this stay below 100? Yeah, psychology. Like confident that I'm gonna place a trade, or is it just confident in real life? I could do that, you know what I mean? Be confident. But I know I need to be profitable, see like hundreds of thousands of dollars to be a full-time trader, to have proved like I can do it like the big guys. They're dealing with hundreds of thousands of dollars in their live accounts. Those are the ones you look to. That's the goal. Just build that account and just withdraw with whatever you need. And just be disciplined with, like, if I've stacked that much to got to 300, 500, a million, oh my goodness. And have to definitely planning on all sorts of types of investments, approaches, swing trades. Getting better at scalping, being more selective. My strategy would be just to make a target amount per day and then be out of the trades unless I see something setting up that's pretty big, then I might wait for that. But if off open scalp, then I can be successful scalping for a couple hours or for however long the play of the day. Potentially is this play of the day is a hold below 100 down to a retracement to 50 and potentially lower. So that would be the play of the day. Currently, a retracement of this high. Created FG off of 28. I think they could agree this can be as low as 28. It was off open, so it can target as low as 28. So an accumulation is 28.90. Yeah, I can't wait till my psychology is on point, you know, where I can prove my P&Ls and take the good trades live or not live, however I need to do this. I'm realizing there's no pressure for this live streaming thing. It's just, what am I learning? It feels like a game that I'm learning. It feels like just a lot of pattern recognition and just remembering what price looks like on these charts and what it did and what happened next, and then compiling all of that data somehow and having more of a probabilistic outcome. But yeah, it's very much so what's happening in the current moment, what happened recently, who's in the market now that's keeping prices up, or have they exchanged their and made their profit and building another move to the downside for a correction of this upwards move if this operator is not here anymore. Looks like they exchanged around 130 and we have a downwards pressure back into this mean of the day, 28,100. It could be a nice hold if they keep holding it here around 28.1. It could be break above this 28.1 area. If this holds, or if shorts are accumulating, more of a deeper correction is potentially was that correction around 28.1, and it could be just choppy between 28.1. So maybe you want to de-risk being a free trade. I think this is going to hold below 90. I think volume lightened up a little bit. Less buying going on to the upside. Could be as low as 50. Could be slipping above 100. Could be a lower high here. Potentially want to take profit. This might be a good hold area just to be out the trade.
Order filled.
Didn't do so well today anyways. It was all over the place with what kind of trades, and just wasn't too focused on price action. There's a lot of other stuff going on. But what trades did I take today? I remember this first initial trade off of 28.100 with a break above, but accumulation above around 2800, as low as 27,970, and then a push all the way up to 28,100. So 100-point move, consolidated a little bit lower, as high as 130 off for these all-time highs off a break. So made 137 on the move up, and I was retracing that move back to the downside off of 28,100. Had a new push to 28,137 from 2850. It's moving back down from 127 to potentially 128.50. Or we could have a nice hold here for another slingshot above and break highs with a supportive operator, buying high lows here. So could align with that operator around 100 and above. With how this accumulation looks like, it created a support off of 80. We're gonna break 110. It's 8 o'clock. This is, I think, probably the longest that I've streamed, but it's Tuesday. I hope people had a good streaming day. Trading day. And if you watch the stream, let me know how I'm doing. Let's see what type of trades did I take. That first initial stayed out, bought long here, sold here. It was kind of a choppy volatile here around 28,100. Shorted here. Exited break even, or buy here, or buy here. Exited here, 130. Shorted here. Looks like something, and then exited here. So I'm not sure which plays caused such a big dip. How many bad plays I took this morning. %, profitable, 19 trades, 8 winning trades, 11 losing trades. A lot of losing trades in the chop. The first 2 initial ones put me down pretty bad. Like 200 in the red. I was losing. Every losing trade was 50. Average winning trade didn't quite beat out here, 23. Unfocused morning, and I was risky off my first initial, and I messed with maybe $100 for 217. We take off this trade. I don't count that one. Maybe I do count this one. And then did I short from here? Looks like I wanted to short from here and got stopped out. Looks like short from here again off of 100. I was betting that 100 was gonna be lower. Definitely don't. And then went as high as 130. I was accumulating 28,100. It's found fair value 28,1. There needs to be an accumulation before there's a definitive move to the up or down side. Well, I've been supporting higher lows here. Okay. Good thing it's demo. Prop, who knows how, because it is depending on what trades you take. And it might have took good trades, might have took bad trades, might take better trades if you're trading prop or a live account. It feels like that, like a little battle between I need to be trading real money, something with a little bit of risk, or that does have incentive instead of demo. Incentive does make you correct a lot of mistakes or just give it away with bad habits. Yeah. Okay. Done streaming for this morning. I hope this was good. Cinco de Mayo. Hope everybody enjoys their day. Coronas or something. Drink a Corona or Modelo. Get drunk tonight for Cinco de Mayo. It's not good. I don't drink, but yep. Yeah, happy trading day to all, and hope you guys had a good trading day. So, get out of here. Okay, bye.